Welcome to the History Nerd Night podcast. I'm your head nerd, Brendan. Thank you so much for being here. Today, it's books I don't want you to miss for February of 2026. Long story short, the Mikes and I, we all have day jobs. I'd interview authors every day if I could, but there just is not enough time. So we can't get everyone on the pod. I want to make sure that there are books that you don't miss just because we didn't get the author on. So for this month, let's start with Rebel of the Regency by Anne Foster. I love it when history is more unhinged than anything you could possibly see on Netflix. This is one of those stories. It follows the life of Caroline of Brunswick, who should have become Queen of England, except for the fact that her and her husband hated each other so much, it became an enduring scandal. Anne Foster is also the host of the Vulgar History podcast. I'll just be honest with you. When podcasters become authors, sometimes it can be a really spotty history. Anne absolutely nails this one. I loved it from beginning to end. Don't miss her pod. Don't miss this book. Do it. Until the Last Gun is Silent by Matthew Delmont is my next one. It's set during the Vietnam War, and it's kind of a dual biography of both Coretta Scott King and Dwight Skip Johnson, who was a Medal of Honor winner in Vietnam. It deals with a lot of different things. I would need minutes upon minutes just to go through it, but it's a really interesting look at the Vietnam War on the home front, how people were affected. Obviously, a lot of race matters are discussed in this as well. Really great book. Highly recommend it. Should get that one too. The Science of Second Chances by Jennifer Doleac. This is not a book I would normally go for. It's about science and the criminal justice reform. I find that sometimes these can be super dry. This one is not. It's not preachy. I love how Doleac kind of tells a story with what she's doing. She talks about these experiments, what they might possibly mean, but she's not hitting you over the head with anything. She's just talking about, hey, this experiment, people thought it was weird, but look at the actual numbers. So it's not something that's trying to make you do any particular thing. It's about looking at criminal justice reform, and maybe there's some weird things that we can do that you wouldn't think would work that might. Again, not even something that normally I would pick up, but it got sent to me. I read it, and I really, really love this one. Next one, Heiresses by Miranda Kaufmann. Are you responsible for what you inherit? Probably, yeah, if you inherit slaves and you don't do anything to kind of help them out. This book is all about different women who end up inheriting these huge Caribbean slave estates. She tells the story how these women inherited them, whether or not they actually ever stepped foot on the islands that has the land that they inherit. It's Pride and Prejudice with much, much worse people. And I'm using Pride and Prejudice specifically for a very specific reason that's in the book. It actually does come up. Listen, you're not going to feel awesome at the end of it, but it's really fantastic. It's interesting, and it's a look at something that you're not going to find anywhere else. I'm huge on this one. You really should do it. Next one up, earmuffs for the kids if you're listening in the car. Empire of Orgasm by Ellen Hewitt. I love reading about cults. Yeah, all of them, and all of them ultimately do become sex cults, but this one is about One Taste, which actually started as a sex cult, so points for that, I guess. The book follows the creator of One Taste, Nicole Daedone. I always say her name wrong. Daedone, who, in great tradition of cult leaders, is a bad person with a god complex. Basically all of them, right? Her whole shtick ends in 2023 with her arrest, and then the entire story is just bonkers. It's just crazy. Like, this is very recent. You may have seen some documentaries on it. The book really kind of dives into everything. Highly recommend it. Now, I want to give you one. This is not a recent release, but it's one of my favorites of all time. Let me put it this way. Do you love dogs? Are they the best thing to happen to humans? Like, sure, we all have a personal story, but how about a story in which history proves that 100%? The Cruelest Miles by Gay and Lainey Salisbury is about the Nome serum run of 1925. The gist of it is children are dying of diphtheria in Nome, Alaska. The town is snowed in, no boats, no planes, no railroads can get to it. The only way to get the serum to the town to save the children is dog teams who would need to cross 674 miles of Alaska in temperatures that would drop down as low as negative 62 degrees Celsius. This sounds like a made-up script for Hollywood. It's not. It 100% happened. If you watch the Disney Channel, you may have seen Togo. That is what this is about. This book is unbelievable. Don't miss it. Make sure you read it. Have the tissues handy. You're going to need it. All right, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Please go out and get these books. And if you have recommendations, send them to me. Until next time, nerds, stay cool.